Hey guys! So I'm very cheery today, but the topic that I'm actually talking about is what I do when I'm having bad days. And I know that we all have bad days, no matter how happy we might seem to other people or on camera like I am. But there are just certain days where we just don't feel as chirpy. Maybe there's no particular reason at all. You just woke up on the wrong side of the bed and you're just feeling crap about yourself, and you just feel like that entire day is gonna be shit. And I guess what I wanted to share with you is how I go about those days so that I can flip it on its head and try to make the most out of the situation. And I would say for me that I don't really have bad days that often, purely because I am able to kind of, slap my own butt and just like get me out of bed and get me doing things. But usually I will have a bad day if obviously something terrible has happened and it just puts me in an absolutely terrible mood. Two, I have a bad dream. Sometimes, I don't know why, but sometimes I have very vivid dreams. I'm a very vivid dreamer and I dream every single night, and I remember every dream that I have the morning of. And usually, I don't know, if it's a really terrible dream or I dreamt that something has made me feel absolutely terrible, I will actually wake up feeling the same. So it's that or that, or sometimes I guess there's no reason at all and you just wake up and you just am not feeling it that day. So here's what I do on the days where I'm having a bad time. The first thing I'd recommend is just for you to get started. You probably feel like you just want to lay around in bed feeling sorry for yourself for the entire day, but there's only so long that you can do that for. And I guess if you've got school or you've got work that day, then I think it's actually a really good thing for you to happen, because for that to happen to you, because what that means is it's going to get you off your butt, get you interacting with people, get your mind off things, so that hopefully your day just kind of gets better and better as you are distracted. But let's just say it's a day where you are at home and you can afford just to lay in bed. I would say try to do your very best to get yourself out of there. So what I tend to do is I usually write down a list of things to do the night before, and this is just like a regular routine. So what I'll do is I'll look at that list and I'll say to myself, okay, you still have things that you need to do today. Let's just get started. And let's just get started on the first task. You're not thinking about conquering the world and being able to tackle the entire list right now, but it's just that, baby step, just getting out there. And so what you want to try to do is get into your routine straight away. So for me, I know that I like to go to the gym in the mornings, and once I do that, then I am up and I am going. So see what you can do rather than just laying in bed scrolling through Instagram and feeling sorry for yourself. The second thing I would do is try to do things that The second thing I do is I try to do things that make me happy and that I know will bring some sense of joy to me. So for example, what I will do is I'll exercise, which overlaps with what I was saying before about just getting up and going to the gym. I know that the endorphins of running very shortly afterwards, and that puts me in a much better place. If you don't want to exercise, go for a walk, breathe some fresh air. It really amazes me sometimes when I go for walks, because I don't go for walks very often. So whenever I do go for walks, it's so rejuvenating, and I have no idea why. There's just something about that fresh air, something about just walking around, not huddled next to your phone, and just enjoying nature that brings a sense of revitalization to you. If you're somebody who likes to meditate, you could do that. Or for me, I find that listening to music really helps. So the last time I had a really bad day, I knew I had a bunch of work that I wanted to do, but I just wasn't feeling it. So what I did was I played some chill hop music, which basically is music without any lyrics. It's just some nice soft beats in the background. And funnily enough, it actually really cheered me up because I love music. I'm a dancer. So having that in the background just made me feel a lot more at ease, and it relieved any odd anxiety that I had lingering around. The third thing is to do things that make you happy. So I feel like this is a really obvious one, but I just wanted to put it out there anyway. I think the more in tune we are with ourselves and an understanding of what brings us fulfillment and happiness, the easier we can tap into that. So for me, it's reading a book, it's dancing. And when I say dancing, it doesn't necessarily mean I have to go to a dance class. It's literally just putting on some tunes and just either pretending I'm in a club or pretending that I'm making up my own dance and just going for it and just having a good time. So that usually cheers me up, and even talking about it now, as you can see, is already bringing like life to me. The last thing I would recommend for you is to be around others. I think it's very easy for us to wallow in our sorrows when we're on our own and just have our negative thoughts cycling through our heads. But as soon as we're with other people, we're distracted. We talk about either whatever is on your mind so that you can kind of just get it out there, or you talk about other things so that you don't have to focus on that one thing and just have it on replay in your head. I am an extrovert, so this is why it works really well for me. But I have a feeling that for introverts, even if you find like one or two friends or just someone that you can go to, I have a feeling that that would be really helpful too. It really amazes me how energized I feel after talking to people every single time. It never fails to astound me how much of an extroverted I am. But yeah, so those would be my tips on how to cure a bad day. Obviously, there are just some bad days that are just gonna stretch itself as long as it wants to stretch itself. And I would say that not all of us are immune to these days, and not all of us can cure them either. So if you are just having a bad day, maybe an excuse you can make for yourself is, all right, I'm gonna let myself have a bad day, and this is the only bad day I'm gonna have. Tomorrow I'm gonna make it work. And I think even just having that mentality is a good place to be. Just to get you prepped ahead of time so that you can at least make a better day out of the next day for yourself. I'd really love to hear what you guys do when you have bad days, whether it's things that you do to make yourself feel better, or what you do if you are just having a bad day and you are feeling sorry for yourself. I remember back in the day I would watch a lot of TV shows on marathon, and yes, I felt sorry for myself, but I did enjoy doing that. I don't really do that so much anymore, just purely because I don't really have the time for it, because I have a lot of work, and I just know like if I don't get it done, then no one else is gonna do it. So yeah, I'd really love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you thought about mine, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.